What is up, Math Superstars? In this edition of Mr. Peterson Presents, we're talking about integers. And so with integers, these are a set of whole numbers. So these whole numbers, they start at 0 and they work up in a positive direction. We can also talk about their opposites. So the opposite of 1 would be -1 and our friend 0. So in talking about integers, we have our starting point, which is going to be 0. So this is the point that's labeled here on your number line. So our positive integers, you can see that those are going to the right, starting at 1 and working your way up. So you might remember this back in the day from elementary school, that 1 going up this way are the set of counting numbers. When you add 0 in, these are going to be all of our whole numbers. So in talking about integers, now we're going to add these negative integers in. And so you can see some different things with integers here. Integers are the numbers, when you draw out your number line, these are numbers that are going to be right on the lines. And so you can see some different things about this. We're not talking about fractions that show up in the middle. We're not talking about decimals. We're talking about these numbers that are showing up here. So we are not integers. So the ones that are not integers are like numbers like 0.5 or 2 3/8. But integers can be written like, they can be written as 1. It can be written as 2/2, because that can simplify to 1. It can be written as 5.0, because I have a 0 in the tens place. So these are numbers that don't have any remainder. But it can also be written as, integers are -4. It can be -6/1, because I can simplify that to -6. But other ones that are not integers are -0.5, because this would end up being right here between 0 and 1. And so the numbers that are in between the integers, these are not integers. Things like -2 3/8. So where are you going to see integers at in real life? You've seen them all over the place. And so in sports, you have gaining and losing. And so here in football, in my old school Tecmo Super Bowl for Nintendo, you can have gaining yards and you can have losing yards. And so in your notes, what you're going to draw is a 30-second picture to illustrate each one of these. So if you're the artist, I'm so sorry, but you're allowed to draw stick figures. And if you're a stick figure type person, you just want to make sure that your drawing kind of looks like football or sports, but you want to have these keywords in here: gaining yards and losing yards. Another place that you've seen positive and negative integers is in temperature. So numbers that are above 0 are going to be positive, and the numbers below 0 are going to be negative. And so draw your 30-second picture. So make sure you pause, draw your 30-second picture, and then hit play for the next one. So you also have money, and so you might have a profit or you earn money. Another keyword that I forgot to put in here is, say, if you make a deposit at a bank. So what happens is, that means, man, you're making money. You have positive money. But if you take a loss or you owe money or you do a withdrawal, there's a W at the end of that. Those are the negative integers, or you lose money. So our last illustration for our 30-second picture is sea level. And so if you're above sea level, those are going to be positive integers. Yay, smiley face, because you're above sea level. Now, if you're standing right at sea level, that's going to be 0. But if you're below sea level, you got our Mr. Fish here. I'm not sure what kind of fish it is. Hopefully he's a happy fish and won't eat you because you're below sea level. But below sea level is going to be our negative numbers. So in comparing and ordering integers, the biggest thing to remember that the smaller numbers are located to the left of the larger numbers. So let's take a look at what this will look like here. And so we're going to compare these for using greater than, less than, or equal to. And so what we're going to do here is let's find them on a number line. So we have -9. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw an arrow at -9 and also draw an arrow at -10. And so for our negative numbers, whichever one is going to be closest to 0 is going to be our bigger number here. So I can say that -9 would be greater than -10. And if we use our examples here of maybe money, would you rather owe $10 or $9? So I'd rather owe $9. And so that's why I would pick the greater than sign for that one. So next one up, we have 5 and -1. So I'm going to highlight 5 and -1 on our number line. And I know that all positive integers are greater than our negative integers. So I'm going to use the greater than sign. But if I think of a real life scenario, think back to our sea level. If I was going to be either 5 feet above sea level or -1, so it'd be 1 foot below sea level, where would you rather be standing at if there was a shark in the water? Just saying. And so next up we have 0 and -4. So let's find 0 and then let's find -4. And so I can say that 0 would be greater than -4. And so if I think about maybe money again, so would you rather owe $4 or owe $0? So I'd rather owe the $0. So that's why I would choose 0 being a bigger number. And last but not least, you have 9 and you have -9. So I'm using -9 again. In this case, all the positives are bigger than our negatives, so I'm going to use greater than for this one also. Another thing that you're going to be asked to do is put the integers in order from least to greatest. And so what we can do is we can use our number line to help us out here. So let's go ahead and plot our points on our number line. So we have -1. So you can see I'm just putting a dot right over top of the integer. I have -7. I have 0. I have -3, I have 6, and I have 1. And so if I'm going to put these in order from least to greatest, I'm going smallest number to biggest number. So the way I'm going to read this is I'm going to start at the dot that's all the way on the left and work my way this way. So I have -7, I have -3, I have -1, I have 0, I have 1, and I have 6. And so in writing these from least to greatest, please make sure you add a comma in between each one. It makes it easier to look at the numbers to see which ones that you mean. And now if I'm going greatest to least, I'm going to use the same strategy. I'm going to put the dots on a number line and then put them from biggest to smallest. And so I have 4, I have 10, I got -4, -10, 0, and 1. So now I'm going to go biggest to smallest. So I'm going to start here to the right, and I'm going to work my way down to the smallest number. And so I have 10. It's going to be my biggest number. Then I have 4, 1, 0. And then I have -4 and -10.